is Rachel Long, and this is my Draw My Life video. I was born August 29th, 1995, in Cortland, New York. And since I was born in New York, everyone asks, "Why are you a Red Sox fan?" And I say, "My dad works in Boston, so go Sox." But I'm also a New York Giants fan, so that kind of evens out the whole Boston-New York rivalry, I guess. Also, Yankees suck. My family is quite big. There's 6 of us, actually. There's my dad and my mom. They've been married for almost 20 years. Then there's me. Then I have 3 younger brothers, Justin, and then the twins, Matt and Ryan. My dad works with healthcare or something, but he can't explain his job, so I think he works for the CIA. My dad's also really tall, like 6'6", and the first thing people always say to me when they see my dad is, "Wow, your dad's really tall." Gee, thanks, I didn't notice. And he taught me how to play basketball. Then there's my mom. She's an art teacher, so she's super creative and knows how to make the coolest looking projects. And she also knows how to deal with having a bunch of kids because she deals with them all day. So she's like, "Here, go color or something. Stop beating each other up." And people say we look a lot alike, which we do, just 29 years apart. And my brother Justin was born when I was 5, and I was so upset when I found out I was having a brother instead of a sister. Like, I was furious. I wanted a sister so bad. Sorry, bro. But it worked out for the best because we got to fight all the time, and well, he pulled my hair, but I got over it because eventually I beat him up. And fast forward 2 years, and I suddenly had 2 more brothers, which I also wanted to be sisters, but no, I got 2 brothers. And they were actually born on my birthday. Yeah, you heard that right. We're exactly 7 years apart. They were born August 29th, but 2002. And August 29th is like Christmas in my house, except for Justin. He gets excluded because his birthday's in June. Sorry, bro. It's our birthdays, not yours. Growing up with 3 younger brothers taught me a lot about being responsible and being nice, and also how to fight, and I know a lot about farting too. The 3 of them would actually tag team and try and beat me up, and we get in all-out brawls, and it was ridiculous. I'm surprised there's not more broken bones in my house. And I usually won. Actually, I won all the time. We actually are the most competitive family I've ever met. We turned mini golf into an extreme sport. Like, we can't play mini golf anymore because it gets too intense. And even though I had 3 brothers and not a sister, I did have my cousin Jen, who's only a year older than me. And we grew up together, basically our entire lives. And we only live 15 minutes apart, so when she's not at college now, I'm basically at her house all the time. My best friend growing up was a girl named Victoria. She was really short and has super curly hair. And we did just about everything together. We did gymnastics, and we were in playgroup together. Our moms became best friends, but when I was about 6 or 7, she moved all the way to North Carolina, and it was really sad. But we stayed friends for a long time. And it was this time I started playing soccer, and I met my 2 lifelong friends right here in town in East Fishkill Tigers and East Fishkill Hornets, Julie and Nicole, and we do everything together still. And I also found out that I was not very good at using my feet in soccer, so they stuck me in the goal. And I got to yell and punch people in midair, so it was kind of up my alley a little bit. For elementary school, I went to Fishkill Elementary, and it's the best elementary school ever. Still go back and say hi to all my teachers, and had so much fun there, but it wasn't until 6th grade where I realized how mean kids could be. I hated going to school. It was the worst year ever. Ever. I fake sick all the time, and I went to the nurse's office so often that the nurse still recognizes me today and always asks me how I'm doing. I was actually absent 16 times that year and left early, I don't know how many. And I only had 2 friends that year, and they both moved away just about the same time. So I was left with no one, and it was really awful. But everything got better once I got to go to Van Wyck, and I played basketball and volleyball and soccer, and I was in school with Julie and Nicole again, and we were playing on the same sports teams. We were finally able to be all together again. And it was so much better than 6th grade. But in the spring of 8th grade, I had a lot of back pain. We didn't know why. And then I found out that I had spondylolysis, or what they call spondy, which is I have stress fractures in my spine, 2 of them actually. And it causes me really bad pain all the time. I had to wear a back brace for 3 months in 9th grade, and 10th grade I had to sit out of basketball, and it was really upsetting. But then sophomore year in the spring, I found a place where I got so much better, and that was Hudson Valley Fitness in Beacon. And I worked out there all the time, and my back got so much better. And I just am happy that I'm not in pain all the time. So thanks, Hudson Valley Fitness, Keith and Kyle. After a 2-year hiatus from soccer, I was playing again, so that means I was with Julie and Nicole again. I could play basketball again, and it was awesome. I even had a boyfriend for a little bit, but that didn't last very long, but that's okay. We're still friends. And then in May, Jen got in a really bad car accident. It was really scary, and she had to miss so much school at the end of the year. She broke her hip, and she couldn't walk, and it was really scary. She couldn't walk for months, so we watched a lot of TV and movies together. Pretty sure we watched an entire season of Desperate Housewives in one sitting. But 1 year later, Jen's 100% better and off doing awesome things. And she's the strongest and bravest person I know. And then in July of 2012, I got on a plane with about 25 other people, and we flew to Italy. And we traveled all over Italy and Greece for 18 days, and we went to Verona and Venice and Florence and Assisi and just basically anywhere you can think of that tourists go. We did so many amazing things, and we went on a cruise, and we climbed things, and we shopped, and we ate a lot of food. I'd have to say my favorite day was when we were in Assisi, and we got there, and my friends and I saw this castle on top. We're like, let's go climb it! And we're like, okay! And none of us were wearing any type of climbing clothes. I actually think one of my friends was in a dress, but we went anyway. And as we're climbing, it starts to rain, and we're slipping, because we all have sandals on. But we finally get to the top, and you can just see about everything around us. And you can even see the paved path in the front of the mountain that you can walk up to the castle. And now that I've been to Europe, I just want to go everywhere. And I even have a PowerPoint breaking it down by continent, country, and city, and giant landmarks like Machu Picchu, and just the most random places that I want to go. And now it's senior year, and I don't know if it's the graduation goggles that are talking, but it's been the greatest year of high school ever. And in February, my friend was like, hey, let's go rock climbing. And being afraid of heights, I was like, I don't know if I should go. But I went. And that decision was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Because out of that experience, I found 8 people who over the next few months I would do everything with. And they would become my really, really great friends. I can't imagine how I made it through high school without having this group of friends, and I wish I knew them more and for a longer period of time. Because when we go off to college, it's going to be really sad because I'm going to miss every single one of them. Because they taught me that it's okay to be really strange and to just laugh at yourself. And that being weird is just normal. Which doesn't really make any sense, but they made it make sense to me. So, thanks guys for making this year great. I love you guys, actually. Like a lot. There, I said it. So in the fall, I'm going off to SUNY Oswego, which other people call Oz, but every time I say that, my dad says, follow the yellow brick road. And I'm just like, yeah, let's not call it Oz. So I call it Schwego, because it just rolls off the tongue, I guess. I don't know. And I actually have no idea what I want to do with my life. Everyone goes, what's your major? And I say, undeclared. And if world traveling was an actual major, that's what I would be doing. But I don't think SUNY Oswego offers that as a major. I think the greatest life lesson I ever learned was I was talking to my mom and I said something along the lines of, well, if it isn't meant to be, and she gave me this look and said, if it isn't meant to be, then you didn't work hard enough for it. And I guess that's what I've been taught all along, is that hard work gets you where you want to go. And yeah, you see people cheat their way up there, but you get so much more out of working hard than cheating, because you get to meet amazing people and experience crazy and awesome things on your way up there. And when you do get there, you can appreciate the view so much more. And that's really what I want to do, is I want to appreciate the view, and I want to appreciate it with people that helped me get there, and maybe even the people I've helped get there. And that's really what I've been taught, is that hard work gets you places. And life is an adventure. People will say it's a roller coaster, but to me, it's more of an adventure. And you're in this little box, and it doesn't let you experience all the things that you want to. And it takes a little while to decide to come out of your box. And it's scary. But when you can stand on top of your box and experience everything that the box kept you from, then you really experienced a lot during your lifetime. And that's what I want to do, is I want to be able to stand on my box and say, I've seen just about everything. Actually, I want to see all of it. Everything there is. Everything the world has. All of it.